Modern society has a hidden characteristic: words must be understood in reverse, and actions must be taken in contrast. For example, when you see something, the more you like it, the more you have to pretend not to like it in order to attain it. The happier you are, the calmer you must appear. The angrier you are, the more indifferent you must act. The more people say they don't care, the more they actually do. The more people say, "It's okay," the more problems they actually have. Therefore, when listening to others, we must listen in reverse. When observing others' actions, we must consider the opposite. Learn to listen and understand in reverse, going against the grain. Only then will you be considered normal. If you believe everything you hear and think everything you understand, then you are the abnormal one, and the one who will suffer the most. I know your life is very busy, but what I'm saying is not easy to grasp, especially to master, if you only hear it once. My advice is to listen to the end, and listen to it many times when you are free or doing housework. Share and save this playlist for your convenience. I guarantee that within a few short months, your thinking will develop by leaps and bounds, reaching new heights. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. In mathematics, there's a rule: 2 negatives multiplied together result in a positive. Meaning, when a negative number is multiplied by another negative number, the result is positive. But when a positive number is multiplied by a negative number, the result is negative. This rule teaches us that when others play deceitful games, you need to be more deceitful and deceptive than them to achieve a positive outcome. Thinking, speaking, and acting also follow this logic. The opposite is true. Everyone expresses themselves in the opposite direction, responds in the opposite direction, and the final result is correct. Understanding this rule will immediately enlighten us about many things we couldn't understand before. For example, many people constantly talk about morality and ethics, claiming to act in the interest of others, but in their hearts, they calculate their own benefits. Because the more someone lacks something, the more they want to show it. Be wary of those who speak beautiful words, as they often have deep calculations in their hearts. Don't easily believe what people say, only look at their actual actions. This society is very sophisticated. Everything you can directly see is often fake. For example, the income of celebrities is fake, the books of listed companies are fake, academic research is fake, TV ratings are fake, the number of orders on e-commerce platforms is fake, live stream data is fake, the number of followers is fake, even milk tea shops have to hire people to create fake crowds. This reminds me of a verse in the Diamond Sutra: all phenomena are illusory. If one can see through these illusions, they have the ability to see the truth. The Tathagata is not a person, but the ability to see the truth. In Sun Tzu's Art of War, there's a saying: make the false seem real, and the real seem false. Military tactics never disdain deception. This is the most distinctive feature of this society. It uses a series of external manifestations to mislead us, testing our ability to think deeply. Those who build excellent thinking models have the ability to think independently, thereby exposing fake phenomena and achieving success. Conversely, those who follow the crowd and are confused will be deceived by illusions and ultimately eliminated by society, even exploited. The order and logic of this society are incredibly sophisticated. Those who can stand firm and live with understanding in this society are not ordinary people. We often say that this society has 2 systems of order. The first system consists of things that can be said but not done, which are Confucius's rules of morality and ethics. The second system consists of things that can be done but not said, which are Gagouzi's rules of conspiracy and strategy. So remember, there are things that can only be said but not done, and there are things that can only be done but not said. If a person speaks and acts consistently, they usually cannot survive in this society. That's why many people say one thing and think another, but are very popular because they fit the rules of this society. This is the Tao of society. What is Tao? One yin, one yang, is called Tao. Meaning, if a person can divide a matter into 2 opposing sides and control both sides, they have achieved Tao. The most excellent skill in dealing with people is to use their own methods against them. To deal with a bad person, it's best to be worse than them. If you only use kindness to influence them, the result will often be tragic. Seeing through this society requires tremendous wisdom. The golden rule to understanding people is, if you become part of the 1%, you will control the remaining 99%. The truth is always in the hands of the few. In other words, most people are foolish. Those who cannot grasp the truth are therefore exploited by others throughout their lives. 99% of people in the world only think about getting something for nothing, enjoying quick and short-term stimulation, disliking deep thinking, and living superficially. The essence of commerce is to make money from these weaknesses of people. Of course, there is an important condition. First, you must overcome these weaknesses in yourself to become one of the 1%. Only then can you freely surpass others and subdue them gently, without any burden. Therefore, making money is also a form of cultivation, a process of eliminating human weaknesses, making oneself increasingly mature and perfect. Otherwise, you will also be caught up and immersed in it. So, what is the greatest morality of commerce? It is to satisfy people's hearts. Many people in the world have inner deficiencies, are immature, lack reason, and dislike thinking. They are like big children, always clamoring and demanding. If you can meet their needs and make them content, that is a kind of morality, even a kind of merit. The two most difficult things in the world are, first, to make your thoughts enter other people's minds, second, to put other people's money in your pocket. The first relates to the soul, the second to profit. Therefore, there's a saying, touching profit is harder than touching the soul. Interestingly, these two things often happen at the same time. When you can install your thoughts into other people's brains, touching their souls, they will voluntarily put money in your pocket, touching their interests. Therefore, the highest ability in the world is to be able to install a system of thought into the brains of the other 99%. For ordinary people, if they are forever immersed in the bait of merchants like short videos, entertainment programs, and games, they will only become poorer and more exploited. Only a few people wake up, realizing that they cannot remain immersed like this forever. They begin to learn and think, breaking their limitations, and thus gradually escaping their predicament. This is the state of life for 99% of people. They have many friends on Facebook, but no one to talk to sincerely. They have many phone numbers in their contacts, but no one to call. When the phone occasionally rings from a stranger, it's either to invite you to borrow money, or to buy a house, or to deliver goods, or to deliver food. Otherwise, it's a harassing or fraudulent call. Work is boring, they don't want to move forward, but they can't retreat either. They don't have the courage or capital to start a business. They want to do something, but they don't know what to do. They lie down, poor but not at ease. When they go to sleep, they think of 1,000 ways, but when they wake up, they can't take any of them. They've watched all the entertainment programs, they're no longer interested in TV dramas, they're tired of playing games. They can only rely on short videos and live streams to replenish their energy, relying on online shopping and promotions to maintain the remaining emotions in their lives. They know they are empty, but they don't know what to do. They feel vague, anxious, worried, and depressed. They don't have the ability to change, nor the courage to leave. Day after day, year after year, they live in despair. However, the most inexplicable thing about human nature is that people often think it takes 5 years to do a great thing and become a great person. This seems like a long time, but spending 40 years living vaguely, busy and uselessly in a boring group of people doesn't seem long at all. Thank you for your time. We wish you and your family health, happiness, success, and peace. Goodbye and see you again.